La marca americana Haas presentó su auto de Fórmula 1, que este año van por el 4º puesto, detrás de las 3 grandes marcas: Mercedes, Red Bull y Ferrari. Y repiten los mismos pilotos, Romain Grosjean y Kevin Magnussen. Toro Rosso, el segundo equipo de Red Bull, el equipo B. Este año va con Daniel Kvyat, que vuelve el ruso, y Alexander Albon, el británico mitad tailandés. El STR14, por lo menos de pinta, está ahí en algo, ¿no? Bonito el Toro Rosso. El equipo vuelve a apostar por el motor Honda, que le ha dado algunos buenos resultados el año pasado. Vamos a ver si repite este año.
Yeah, it is exciting for me for sure to work in a new environment and just to kind of see how excited everyone is to have me here. That's pretty awesome, and not putting that down to that wasn't the feeling where I was at Red Bull. But I think just walking into new doors and everyone's like, oh, that's the new kid, and everyone's excited. That makes me feel pretty cool about being here. It certainly makes me feel welcome. And I think back in Belgium, when the decision had just been made, I was a bit, I don't know if apprehensive is the word, of like, how's everyone gonna be like looking at me, treating me? Is it going to be weird with Red Bull? But so there was just a bit of I guess, apprehension about it, but it was fine. It was all good. Nothing negative yet. We'll see. We'll see over time. But no, I'm excited to. I've been the older guy in the team the last few years since Vettel. So the last 4 or 5 years, and now I've got an older guy alongside me again. But I think we've both been doing this a while now, and I think that the knowledge he's built with the team, but also that he's had in F1, what I've built, what I had at Red Bull, putting that here, I think is going to help a lot. I think through testing, it's important for us to work together to try and fast track the progress of the car, the development, and then I'm expecting a good battle on track. Nico, a lot of people look at his resume and it's like no podium in F1, but people that have raced against him know that he's definitely a podium-worthy racer at the very least. So I'm not looking at the stats. I know his stats pre-F1 and they were very impressive. So I'm expecting a good battle.
My motivation is very high, to be honest. Probably more than ever in my career. I don't know why, for what reasons, but I just feel, in a happy place with Renault. 3rd year together, things have, progressed in the right direction, and sort of that momentum, has build and produce a lot of good energy and happiness. So I'm really looking forward to this season. Obviously, sporting wise, we want to take the next steps in our journey and our chapter together. In terms of preparation, I've just I think worked a little bit harder, a bit more intense, started earlier, worked more, invested a bit more on the physical side for sure. So hopefully that will pay off during the season. Well, definitely as a partner. I think obviously there's always that thing, the teammate relationship, and you kind of want to beat him, and it's important, but at the same time you work together as well, But I think we're both old, mature and experienced enough and smart enough, that we know how to take those things and how to deal with that relationship. But I think we'll definitely work more together and go hunting together than against each other.
for sure. Last 8 years has been not easy period for myself. Ended up in the best way possible, coming back to Formula 1, but definitely it took a lot of time, effort, energy, dedication. I think it would be too long to really go deep in what happened, but definitely in various different stages of last 8 years. I had good days, bad days, like everybody can imagine. But what is most important is I'm here. I will be back in F1 car in Australia in F1 grid, waiting for a start. So yeah, looking forward, and I'm very excited.
I understood how the sport works and at this level what is expected from a driver, but I feel very prepared. Physically I'm in the shape of my life, so I'm really excited. I think it's very difficult to put a real target on what you want to achieve ahead of a season. I think personally I just want to really work hard together with the team, with Robert, to build Williams back to where they belong, because neither of us are interested in fighting for 19th place. We want to be fighting for points or fighting for podiums.
Yeah, our target this year for everyone in the team is progress. It's always dangerous setting any kind of numerical target as to what you want to achieve, particularly at this stage of the year when we haven't even taken our cars to the racetrack. We don't know what everybody else has managed to achieve. But for us, whatever that looks like, it has to be around making progress.
I was speaking with Lance, you know, the first time I met him, he was a little kid. I was starting my Formula 1 career and he was still in karting, so that makes me feel a bit old. At the time, he's quite young actually, with a lot of talent, so it's always good, you know, to have a good talented driver next to you, because it's only the best way to push forward the team.
Like I said earlier, it's a new chapter, and you know, he's been in my corner since day one, and to be working alongside him, it's an amazing opportunity, and I'm embracing it, you know, as much as I can, and I can't wait to get the ball rolling. It's definitely it's going to be fun.
We are aiming for at least fourth this year. When you consider the level of competition that it's in the midfield, with such a big teams around, big manufacturers, it's not going to be easy, but this team has done it before. I will be very pleased if we can have a couple of podiums as well. And yeah, have a great season, and why not our first victory together.
Very much indeed. Sport Pacer, Racing Points, F1 team.
It's been always my dream to be driving for Red Bull since I joined the Red Bull junior team in 2013. So yeah, I know everything is real. I'm part of this team, won some world championship in the past, was been fighting for victories every season. So yeah, it's super exciting, and that's what I'm the most looking forward to this year.
What I was looking forward to is just starting the season and see how the whole team is operating, of course, together with Honda, and how the engine is performing together with the chassis. I think that's what I'm looking forward to.
Mainly the Honda engine, which is going to be a pretty big change compared to the last few years. And it's going to be the first year Red Bull and Honda work together. So Honda already worked with Toro Rosso last year, I think, which was really positive. And also in terms of knowledge, is still part of the Red Bull family. So I think all this experience will be shared with the team, but will be fresh start for Red Bull and Honda.
Yeah, so with a new partner, you know, with Honda, yeah, we are expecting a lot. We are all very positive, but I think it also needs to take a little bit of time. It cannot be like from race one, it can be perfect. For sure, there will be moments where, as a team, we'll make mistakes, or it's maybe not going as we wanted to, but I think what is very important is that the team and Honda, we are pushing really hard, you know, to improve the development. And at the moment, I'm of course very optimistic, but also realistic. And I think time will tell how we are going to perform. Yeah, you have to wait and see what the engine and the car is going to do. So I guess up until Australia, anyway, you can't really set goals because it's a bit blind, you know. In Formula One, it's so related to the package you get. So I'm always quite easygoing, and I mean that doesn't mean I'm always going to try to do as good as I can and try to get the best out of myself. But yeah, you're so dependent on what you get as a package. So you just have to wait.
Yeah, first of all, being first, person ever to drive a new Formula One car is very cool. Feel very privileged, and it was nice to get a bit of a feel. Obviously, it is a shakedown, so it's not a proper test, but everything was working fine. Already found some things that we can definitely improve for the testing. Found some positives, and yeah, everyone seems happy the car was running without issues. So yeah, good to be back at it.
I think you can't say that we are aiming for a sixth title, because that would be ignoring the fact that there's a massive change of regulation. The points go back to zero, and the 5 doubles that we have scored make us tremendously proud, but give us no guarantee or no sense of entitlement for this sixth potential title. Insofar, I think we just need to push flat out as if it would be any other season, and then see whether it's good enough.
It was a great first date, which is probably one of the best ones that we've had in all these years. But what's really most impressive is seeing the car coming together last night, which is always impressive to see, and then to see how smooth today has gone. Of course, there's things that we can continue to work on, but you know, so many people work tirelessly to pull this car together. And to see it come to the test, just go out and get through our program when we need to, and get the filming done and all those kind of things. It's great, and I tell you, for me it's crazy because I've been racing a long time. It's my 7th year with the team. The excitement I had today was the same as I had when I first got in the Formula 1 car, which is really weird. I was not expecting that, but I'm happy to have that.
it is a new team, it is a new car, it is a new, I think, philosophy, it is a recovery plan taking place here. But I already feel at home, so it doesn't feel like a new team after these 3 months. No? So I cannot wait to get in the car, I cannot wait to drive around it in Barcelona. And yeah, to be honest, with the engineers, with the mechanics, I already feel at home. We have one of the best fan base in the world. I've been following social media these last couple of months that I've had a bit more time back at home, and it's incredible to see the amount of support we get over the McLaren Plus Papaya fans and in general. No, I think this is one of the most loved teams in F1. I ask them to be supportive, to be patient, because this is not going to be day to day, all of a sudden start winning races. It's going to take a bit of a process. We're all going to work flat out. Everyone in the factory is working flat out. The drivers will be working flat out on driving flat out, and I'm sure we're going to make it back.
I believe my role as the test and reserve driver last year has helped me in quite a few ways. First of all, I guess in terms of preparation, it's helped me a lot. I learned some tracks I've never driven before, Japan being one of my favourite. But also being alongside the race team, learning from Fernando, from Stoffel, from everyone basically. Yeah, helps me prepare as much as possible for this coming season and going to Barcelona and then Australia.
Bueno, y ahora vamos a ver la presentación del equipo Alfa Romeo, que es el ex Sauber, ha cambiado de nombre, ya no se llamará más Sauber, ahora es Alfa Romeo. Y lo vemos al jale que se hicieron sobre el final de la temporada. Kimi Raikkonen de Ferrari estará manejando el Alfa Romeo ahora en el 2019. Estará acompañado con Antonio Giovinazzi. Vamos a ver cómo funciona, aunque este carro no es el oficial, ¿eh? Esto es un camu, le llaman, o sea, camuflado. Realmente lo veremos el lunes en la verdadera presentación. Ferrari presentó en Maranello el SF90 por los 90 años de Ferrari, exactamente. Rompe toda la nomenclatura de las últimas temporadas, haciendo un homenaje a los 90 años. Cambia ahora a Mattia Binotto por Mauricio Arribabene como jefe de equipo. Y junto a Vettel, al errático Vettel, que el año pasado cometió tremendos errores y perdió el campeonato con Hamilton, ahora va a tener a Charles Leclerc, la revelación del 2018, en su segunda temporada completa en la Fórmula 1. Es el piloto más joven en pilotear para Ferrari desde el mexicano Ricardo Rodríguez. Vamos a ver cómo le va a estos dos pilotos. La próxima semana tendremos un informe más completo del lanzamiento de la Ferrari SF90, que tiene como características este año principal: el color rojo es mate, ya no es brillante. Vamos a ver cómo le va en la temporada del 2019 a Ferrari, el equipo más popular de la Fórmula 1.